Hello! In this tutorial I will show you how to use VocalShifter to transfer human pitch bends and dynamics to a Vocaloid or a UTAU track, whichever floats your boat. You will need a cappella and obviously the rendered Vocaloid track or UTAU track if you prefer to do that. And they both need to be WAV files, so let's get started! So to begin with, you will need to arrange the a cappella and the Vocaloid track so that they match up time-wise. You know, so that they start at the same time and they end at the same time. This is pretty easy. I use Audacity because it's fairly quick to use and it just doesn't get any simpler. This particular track I've already edited. Well, correction, I edited the VSQ. And I've sort of matched them up pretty nicely already. But use the time shifting tool and drag it into place. I think this looks pretty accurate. Let's see. Maybe I've made a bit more that direction. That looks pretty okay. Yeah, so then I export the Vocaloid track because that was the one I was editing. Replace it and export. Now that's done. So here I've opened up the two tracks in VocalShifter by dragging them into the VocalShifter window. The acapella is to the right and the Vocaloid track is to the left. In order to copy over the pitch bends, I'll open the pitch bend tab, obviously, select all by pressing Ctrl A and then Ctrl C to copy it. I'll do the same over here, but press Ctrl V instead of Ctrl C to paste the human pitch bends into the Vocaloid track. Sorry. I'll do the same for dynamics, clicking the D button and pasting it over the Vocaloid dynamics. And that's pretty much it for the preliminary work. You can pretty much close down the other VocalShifter window. And let's get on to fine-tuning. So here's our Vocaloid track opened up in VocalShifter with the human pitch bends pasted onto it. The yellow pitch represents the human pitch bends and the orange pitch represents the original Vocaloid pitch bends. When editing the pitch bends and fine-tuning it, I mainly use two tools, and that's the pen tool and the selection tool. The selection tool is useful for bringing back stray pitches like this one, or even large areas, down to the pitch where it's supposed to be. You want to keep the yellow track as close to the orange track as possible, but you do not want them to look exactly the same because then you practically restored the original Vocaloid pitch bends, and that just won't sound very good with these dynamics. The only pitch bends I recommend restoring are the ones that differ drastically from the original, from the human tracks. Well, yeah, you get it. These are mainly consonants such as S or K or Ch or something along those lines. You probably understand what I'm talking about. Chances are that you'll see something like this too, or even that, but that is mainly due to your a cappella not being entirely clean. So, for instance, effects or karaoke versions are bleeding through to the pitch bends. So you'll pretty much have to use your imagination and try to align them up properly. This doesn't look too bad. However, once you've done that and configured the pitches to where they are supposed to be, you can listen to the track by pressing the play button. You can also select a part which you want to play. Using VocalShifter is a lot of fine-tuning and a lot of experimenting pretty much. Eventually you'll get a hang of it and be like, oh, this should be like so, and etc. But until you've learnt that, I suggest that you just listen a lot until you decide that the track sounds good, at which point you can export it by opening the file menu and click the second option, export, and export it to a location you know where you have it. And then you're done. Now you can open up your vocal track in your usual mixing studio and mix it with a karaoke track if you so wish. That pretty much concludes this tutorial, I suppose. If you have any questions, feel free to leave them in the comment section below. Thank you, and good luck with your VOCALOID tracks.